Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Welcome to Fire Day. How are you, Aries? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, my fire family. We are going to look at the Psychic Tarot today. We're going to look at the Sign of the Times Oracle. We're going to mix them up, throw some tarot at them, see what's going on. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. If you are Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, or if you're cross-watching, thank you for doing that. I hope you'll stay. I hope you hit that subscribe button and put the bell icon on so you know when I'm uploading. Essentially, this is the Fire Day. It is Wednesday. So I am here to read for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are my ride or die and you're always here in the comments, give me the thumbs up. Loving on this channel and growing this tribe, this Aries tribe here at 10 of Cups Tarot. I appreciate you. My ride or dies. I couldn't do without you. Here we go. This is a reading for the week ahead. It's always going to be for the week ahead, Aries, whether you find it today, tomorrow, or next year. It's always going to be for the week ahead. Tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. What? Aries. What's going on here? Well, we'll keep this here for now. All right, so we do have Love Begins, which is the Ace of Cups. We do have a spiritual union, and we have a partnership and alliances here. It seems to me that if you haven't found this person already, or they haven't found you, I feel like it's right around the corner. So we do have Love Begins here. So it does feel like it is a brand new path in love for you. I feel like the next connection that you're going to have, if you're not in a connection already, is a spiritual union. I feel like if you already are in a connection, first, I wonder why you're watching tarot. Second of all, that I feel like this is a really good connection. I feel like maybe you don't know it yet, but maybe maybe you started dating somebody brand new. Maybe you're considering yourself as already being in a connection. I feel like this person is a soulmate or a deep soul connector for you here. And that's why things are going so well. We have partnerships and alliances. So it does feel like we have friendship and love here, or partnership. Two people that are on each other's team here. So this could be in the week ahead that maybe it's a realization, or maybe it's someone that you just meet in the week ahead. We do have Triumph, and that is the Chariot here. So I feel like what's coming into this reading here is that for those of you who haven't met this person yet, I feel like it's charging in. Charging in for the victory here, we have card number 17, which is the Star. And so it feels like there is some sort of a healing connection, possibly Aquarius, maybe Cancer. We do have the card of Destiny here, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So things are about to change up for you here, I want to say. If this doesn't look like the energy that you've been in the past here, I feel like it's something that is coming up for you in the week ahead. So what I mean is maybe this is something that you already know about, and maybe you've already connected with this person, but for most of you, I don't think you have. We have Suffering in Silence, we have Destiny. So I feel like it was darkest before the dawn here. It feels like it will be darkest before the dawn. It always seems to work out that way. And suffering in silence can be based on your choices too, right? Sometimes we don't make the best choices for us. Sometimes we're clouded by making choices that are best for everyone around us, not wanting to hurt feelings and such. But I feel like what's changing here is that hope is coming. Hope and victory. I feel like you're going to get triumph coming up in the week ahead as it pertains to some sort of deep connection here. A deep spiritual connection that has love involved, by the way. Let's get one of these cards here, one of these oracles, and let's get to the tarot. Tell me about Aries, please. What's coming up for Aries? We have Balance. Okay, so yin and yang. Yeah, it does feel like this is somebody who you have recently met. That's what it feels like. It does feel like a recent connection, or for some of you, maybe you haven't met this person yet, but it almost feels like they fit like a glove here. We do have the yin and the yang, which is balance, right? We've card number 4. And so you two fit together. This spiritual union is right on point. The yin is the feminine, the yang being the masculine, right? The yin is the feminine, the masculine is the yang. And it feels like you've called this in if you're the feminine. And if you're the masculine, I feel like you've been manifesting this, and you're about to trip over this person here. We have Succulence and Resilience. So these succulence plants, you might know them. They're kind of thick and spongy. They're almost like they almost are like a cactus, but they're not. They're not prickly. They're very smooth, but these are hard to kill. Like if you are a person who just does not have a green thumb, succulents are for you. You just cannot kill these guys. They have resilience. No matter how bad they look in the pot, how dry the soil is, if you put water in there, they perk up right away. We do have card number 38. And it is an 11. So for some of you, I feel like if you are someone who's at the end of a really hard cycle and you're kind of feeling like, I don't know how much more I got left in the tank, I feel resilience is telling me when you see the 11s or the 1s, 111, or 11s, 1111 possibly, that it feels like it's your message to let you know to have patience, like to yield to patience, because your resilience is going to take you across the line to this victory here. All right, let's take a look at some tarot. What should we use? All right. Let's take a look at it here for you, Aries. What is coming up in the week ahead for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Tell me about this love begins. For some of you, this is brand new love. For others of you, you've already met this person. They're probably new in your life, fairly newish, right? And maybe it is going from a place of love to, I feel like I'm connected to you spiritually, like a psychic union, like you two are completing each other's sentences. You feel completely comfortable with one another. You found somebody here who I feel is going to be a good partner for you. And we do have the Empress. Look at that. So it's the big guns, right? You're not settling for just anything here, Aries. You've got the Empress here. So the Empress is someone who is all of the queens, has a lot of wisdom. This is Taurus and Libra energy, Venusian energy, because the Empress is all about love. And this person here is a great balance of, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. And so I feel like love begins with this person. Now, this person for some of you could be a person from the past. It doesn't have to be. Don't get hung up on that. But I just say that because I express it because the Empress is looking into the past. So possibly for some of you, this might be someone that you already know. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you had to have had any sort of romantic relationship with them. It just means that this might be someone who you left behind or didn't consider in the past. Tell me about this spiritual union, please. We do have love. There it is. So it does feel like this is a connection that is about the heart space. Somebody is about to make a decision. We've got 2 cups here and 1 cup here, and it feels like there's going to be an amalgamation or a joining of these 2 cups and making it into one. Tell me about the partnerships and alliances, please. We do have the 10 of Pentacles. Look, I feel like it goes the whole distance, I want to say. So whether you're already in this or whether this is something that's coming up for you in the future, and it isn't, just please understand that before you get frustrated, that this may not be around the corner. This could be years in the distance, right? It could be months in the distance. Cups for me are months, so it could be 10 months, 12 months. It could be a year in the distance here. The partnership and alliance, it tells me that you get into a partnership with somebody who has the same sort of vision as you do, and the vision is ultimate happiness, comfort, emotional happiness here. But it feels like for some of you, first you're going to have to make the decision to ask this person out. 2 of Cups and 1 is 3. That is the reunion. So again, for some of you, it's a reunion with someone. It doesn't mean you ever had to date them or have any feelings for them or anything like that, but I do feel it's somebody that you already know. All right. We've got the 2 of Wands. We've got the Queen of Wands. One more. Get the Ace of Cups. Very interesting. And the Lovers on deck. All right. It gets pretty intense pretty quick here. So it does feel like here that love begins with the Empress. Now, you could be the Empress or your person could be the Empress. Take it as it resonates, please. And when the Empress is here, all the queens are in the room. And this person is very balanced. They're very doting, a great mother or father, feminine or masculine, right? This is someone who is all about love, who is all about balance. This person is not going to react to you. They're going to respond. And sometimes that can take a while. Just remember the response is what you want, not the reaction. The reaction is love bombing, which can be a whole nother problem. So we do have the 2 of Wands. So it feels like the Empress is at is at the crossroads of their life, looking for love, maybe not looking for it, but really open to it, looking to make two cups into one, finding someone who's not only emotional love, right? This person here, whoever's looking, it could be you, it could be someone looking for you, but whoever is looking here is looking for someone who is in cups, someone who feels deeply, someone who is looking for an emotional union. So they're not just looking for flash in the pan and fire energy. They're looking for a union, a spiritual union. So not only someone who makes them happy emotionally or can carry their own happiness and add that to the relationship, but someone who's willing to make the two cups one, and have some happiness here through partnerships, through being on each other's team and helping each other up. We've got the Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I feel like this probably is your energy. And whether you're feminine or masculine, it doesn't matter. It is fire energy. It feels like you are also in the mind of this, because it's all around the Queen of Wands, right? So it feels like you're into the energy of the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. And in between the 2 and the 10 is 8, right? Yeah, so maybe there's something yet. Someone needs to walk away from something, or is thinking about walking away from something in order to go out there and find the 10 cups. The Ace of Cups is here. It feels like somebody's at the crossroads as it pertains to love. Let's clarify just a little bit here before we make too many assumptions here. We've got love begins with the Empress. Tell me about that, please. Tell me about love begins and the Empress. I want to say the Empress is looking for a path and is going to make a choice, which is close to their heart and something that they won't do without passion. Now, this Queen of Wands won't even bother moving forward if she does not feel inspired by her passions to do so. So I say she because there's a woman on the card, but please understand we're not reading body parts here. We are reading feminine and masculine energies, and the Queen is feminine or masculine energy. Sorry, dropping cards all over. All right, here we go. Tell me about love begins, please, with the Empress. We've got the Three of Wands. So I feel like it's something you've been waiting for, Aries, that you've been waiting for an Empress. And, I don't know if it's any particular Empress, but I feel like you're keeping your standards high. So I feel like I am connecting with an Emperor, because the Emperor, it won't really take the time to deal with anyone who's not on their vibrational level. And it is the same with the Empress. I feel like you are holding this cup or reserving this cup for someone who you can see their worth immediately. We do have the 8 of Cups. I did mention that, right? Between the 2 and the 10 is the 8. So it does feel like there is something here. It's like telling me here you don't want to settle for anything less than wish fulfillment. We've got 8 and 1 is 9. You don't want to settle for anything less than wish fulfillment, and you're waiting for that special someone here. We do have the 7 of Swords. And so I feel like it's it feels like you don't want to lie to yourself, right? The 7 of Swords is about keeping things under the surface. So maybe you're not sharing a lot of this with the people that you know, but I feel like the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups are telling me that you don't want to settle. You don't want to lie to yourself. You're waiting for the right person. You're not into these, one and done kind of hit it and quit it sort of energies. You're not into that. I feel like you're a person who is waiting for the right person to come along here. I feel like there is an Empress here. Like I said, whether that's you or them, there is an Empress here who is at the crossroads of life here and who is waiting to make some sort of a decision. Yeah. And it's based in wisdom. There you are, the Emperor. Okay. We got the Emperor and the Empress here now. So we have two people looking for each other or calling each other in. It feels like the Empress is calling in an Emperor, possibly from the past. But like I said, it does not feel like there has been any relationship here. If it is somebody from the past, it's someone that you wonder about or think about every once in a while. I wonder how that person's doing. Someone that maybe you had not feelings for, but maybe affection or somebody that you have good memories about, it feels like. I want to say with this Emperor here, this is definitely your energy, that this Emperor here is blocked. The Two of Swords is here. I feel like there's something here that you're failing to see, or that you're feeling blocked in this hermit mode energy. You're trying to find the wisdom about what to do, and I feel like you are it feels like we have an Emperor and an Empress here who are both at the crossroads of their life, maybe midlife. Like it could be that, because you don't get to be the Emperor or the Empress in your 20s. It's just not going to happen. And it comes with wisdom, learning lessons, and you need to live some of your life at least in order to learn lessons. Like, it's not impossible for you to be an Emperor or an Empress at your age, but chances are in your early 20s, and it happens rarely, that you would own a business or own the empire and have multiple businesses. It comes with age and understanding, right? We do have the Hermit energy here, and so it does feel like this Emperor here is stuck in Hermit mode. The Emperor is not necessarily come to the surface here, but it does feel like there is this Emperor is currently at a crossroads and needs to make a decision here. You need to make a decision to get out of your head. You need to make a decision as to what it is that you want. The Two of Wands is the decision to take one passionate path or another. You're at the crossroads here. Tell me about this spiritual union, because I feel like since we have the Emperor and the Empress here so early in the reading here, now I feel like we're talking about these two people who are on the same vibrational level, and we do have this spiritual union here. It is time, my friends. It's time. It's time for the spiritual union to come together. So it's divine timing. It's a fated moment. There's going to be some type of change. And so I feel like the Emperor and the Empress are both going through change. I feel like the Seven of Swords now is telling me that there is silence between the king, between the Empress and the Emperor. When the Wheel of Fortune shows up, it is because it is time. Like the universe is saying, it's time for things to change. It's definitely time for this spiritual union to come together here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There is somebody here, both of you, one of you, take it as it resonates. Somebody here is sad about what they could have had. The Three of Cups is poured out, but somebody's got their back to the Two of Cups. Like all the fun stuff seems to be in the past, like it's behind this person. All the fun stuff seems to be in the past. And I feel like somebody here, feminine or masculine, Emperor or Empress, somebody here is focused on maybe what they've lost, but that is about to change because someone is about to make a decision as it pertains to love. We do have the Ace of Wands. There's your energy here. So I want to say that the Queen of Wands is representing a third party. Sometimes I do see that. And, you know, it's if you are the third party, I'm not saying anything bad about that. I just feel like that maybe there's another person here. So it feels like it's the Emperor's person. And the Emperor, though, I feel, because the Empress is here above the head of the Emperor, it feels like the Emperor has been thinking about this person in silence. That's what it feels like. That there is silence between you. Somebody's feeling stuck in trying to get the wisdom about how to move forward at the Two of Swords here. I feel like there is a lot of passion and attraction here, but somebody's wondering, is there more? Something here has to change, and I think it will be changing soon. Tell me about the Queen of Wands, please. The Queen of Wands is a soulmate, and it feels like this is somebody that you do have memories with, Aries. You do have history with this person. Maybe you've known them for many years or grew up with them or something like that. But I feel as though this, if it is a connection right now, a soulmate connection, I feel like it's about to end. The Death card is here. Maybe it's transforming into something different here, something that is hopeful. What is going on here? The Star is hoping and healing. Maybe there's going to be an ending here. I feel like maybe the Emperor might be going through some sort of an ending with someone that they've known for a while or have history with here. Tell me more about this. The Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Fool. Yeah, it does feel like there's love here. It feels like there's love here with someone that you have a lot of history with, but it also feels like with the Death card here, something is about to transform or end. And I feel like because the Queen of Cups is here with the Six of Cups, it feels like something is about to end and you're about to go on some sort of new path or reach out to somebody after the ending of this, because there is a new beginning. And I think that is what the hope is. Tell me about the Ten of Cups and partnerships and alliances. We've got the Ten of Cups again with the Empress. There we go. So it is the Empress that you want the Ten of Cups with. And I feel like the Empress is somebody that you know that maybe you haven't dated before, because it doesn't feel like there's been dating here. It doesn't feel like you have a history with the Empress. It feels like you have a history with the Queen of Wands, someone you're very attracted to. There's a lot of chemistry with. It is fire. So I want to say that there is fire here, but it's like you're standing here with the Ace of Cups and not knowing who to give it to. So maybe this isn't necessarily a relationship that has solidified itself. We've expressed our emotions. We know that we have history with each other, but it feels like something needs to change here or transform. And the Two of Cups is here, which is telling me that there are two choices here, Aries. It feels like you're making possibly a choice about the Queen or a choice about the Empress. It feels like you have a choice between two, right? And that's the Two of Cups. Tell me why the Ace of Cups is here, please. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Aries? I think you're choosing between two soulmates here, but only one of them is your spiritual union. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you cannot stand the thought of someone else having your Empress. It feels like with the Nine of Pentacles here that I feel like you know that the Empress is single, and that's really weighing heavy on you. Very heavy on you, because I think that you're already in something here, or you're about to embark on something. So maybe you're about to take this relationship to the next level, tell somebody about your love and how deeply you love, or maybe this person, this Queen of Wands is also the Queen of Cups, and this person is someone who is compassionate and kind and loving, maybe a mother, someone who you have history with. It feels though like with this Ace of Cups, it's telling me here with the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles that being single is weighing heavy, but it feels like whoever you're giving the cup to is why you're feeling heavy laden about somebody being single. Maybe I'm not explaining that really well, but I feel like you're single at this time, but maybe spoken for. So maybe you've decided not to date other people and you're dating the Queen of Wands. But I don't know that the Queen of Wands is necessarily giving you everything that you need, because this Queen of Cups has come up on the Death card. Something needs to change. We have a lot of history. We have a lot of attraction. But what needs to change is the Queen of Cups. That's what needs to transform. I need to feel more loved. I need to see more compassion. I need to see more emotional energy. And it feels like if you don't, it feels like you might be on your way to something new. So we do have the Five of Pentacles here along with the Ten of Wands, which tells me that I feel like this Empress over here is somebody that you have not spoken with in a while, or someone you feel disconnected from, someone who is still single. And I think it bothers you. I think it bothers you, and that's why you haven't offered your cup. Like, I feel like you've offered a cup to the Queen of Wands, but I don't think you're engaged. I don't think that you're married. I don't think you're living together. I don't think that any of that stuff has gone on yet, but it feels like you said to this Queen of Wands, I will date you to the exclusion of everyone else. However, it feels like the wheel of change is here. Change and fated moments. This is divine timing for you to make a choice. And it feels like that this here is the problem. It's kind of problematic. It's like I'm looking at this relationship with all of the emotion poured out here, right? We've got the Five of Cups with 3 here. It's like it's not any fun anymore. What we have is we have a passionate connection, but this has to change in order for you to be able to offer somebody your cup. I think that's what's going on here, my friends. Let's talk about this. Who's the yin and the yang? Like, why do we have this balance here? I think this is what you're striving for. It is card number 4, by the way. You are the Emperor who has showed up in the reading, right? So it does feel like you are looking for stability and balance, whichever one is going to give you all of the energies of all of the queens, right? You're dealing with a Queen of Wands, and then you're dealing with an Empress. And the Empress is the one who gives balance. Tell me about the yin and the yang, please. Yep, you're looking to invest here, and I feel like it feels like you might end up talking with the Empress before you offer anything to anyone here. With the Chariot here, it feels like you are looking for someone to travel with, someone to get the victory with. I feel like you are keeping your feelings under the surface, or maybe you haven't really asked anybody to marry you yet or anything like that. But it feels like the Page of Cups is telling me that there is, like, you feel like you have to clean a slate. It feels like in order to get balance, you need to say sorry, and you need to make some sort of an investment. I feel also that it's a surprise to you that you get in your vehicle and go. That's what it feels like here. Got the Tower, got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's someone that you need to talk with yet. So, Aries, what I think is going on here is in order to get your balance, I feel like you need to clean the slate with the Empress. There's something going on here that you need to clean the slate. You're going to go back again. You're making a big decision about the Ten of Cups. And so I feel like you're going back to speak with the Empress first. I do believe that this is your desired partner. This is the person who's been manifesting you, but I feel like you already have a partner who is a one-trick pony. Now, look, this person's pretty good. They're tenacious. They've been through a lot. This person has fire. They do what they want. They're a good business person, but they aren't the Empress. They are the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. The Empress can also give you, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. The Empress can also give you the Queen of Swords and the Pentacles. So this person's already financially stable. This person is single. They are divorced. They are someone who stands up and speaks for themselves. And I feel like you are wanting to speak with this person to clear some sort of slate before you make your decision about who you are giving that cup to. There we go. We do have the King of Pentacles here, Aries. You are the person who is carrying all the finances. I feel like the Queen brings you a lot of fire. This Queen of Wands brings you a lot of fire. This person's driven. This person's, independent. But I feel like what you're looking for is to settle down with someone who is like you. And guess what? This Empress is like you. She's also the Queen of Pentacles. We do again have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you might be deciding to move along from the Queen of Wands. I'm just going to say this is the Six of Swords. It's about moving along. We've got it next to the Queen, and we've got the King of Pentacles here. I feel like you want the person who's just like you. Just going to say that's how I feel. Let me know if it makes sense to you. Give me a comment if you're interested in doing that. I appreciate if you would. Thank you so much for watching here. I'll be back because I'm always back, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.